I was reminded recently of 3 things that can change your life in a huge way if you only knew how to be intentional in these areas. Time, energy, and focus. It is very hard to focus when you don't have energy or time. It's very hard to make time when you don't have energy, right? So, in order to create more energy, we need to nourish our bodies. We need to work on our health in that sense. Then we're able to focus more. And then we can prioritize better. It's time management at that point, which is why I hit on all the areas on my channel. So go ahead and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. But we focus on gaining more energy. Once we gain more energy, that helps us to be able to set time aside and focus. When we focus, we can be intentional about our priorities, and then we can then have time blocks. And we can optimize our time and be more productive at that point. And I'm really big on being productive. Really big on that. Love self-development, setting goals, all the things. But if you don't have the energy or the focus, you can set those times and those goals, but it's not going to get done. And in order to gain more focus, we have to train our minds. I just talked about this yesterday. Mental fitness is just like going to the gym. You have to be intentional about it. And you have to work it out. And you got to put the reps in, which means if you can't sit down and meditate, stare at something. Intentionally practice focusing on an object for a period of time. With our phones, we're constantly scrolling. Like TikTok's cool and all, but it's a constant scroll, so we're constantly getting fed things. But if you stop and you focus on the flame of a candle, or you focus on a certain object at a distance for a period of time, and you do that every day, you're going to start to train yourself to be able to focus better. If we focus better, then when we set those times, slots, and manage our time that way, we're able to actually sit down and do the thing. Just set a timer for 5 or 10 minutes to start and just get started on the thing and do that every day. Just 5 or 10 minutes and do that every day. And then we can start to build our ability to focus. And then that's going to give us more energy too, because we're going to start to see it working. But you also need to eat. We're starving ourselves. You need to eat nourishing foods to give yourself energy. You may need rest, and there's different types of rest: mental rest, spiritual rest, physical rest. There's all these different types of rest. Again, subscribe to my channel if you want to know more about this information.